first, maybe a little bit of background. I did my degrees in Germany, and I studied mathematics like so many people. And at some point I thought, we know all this fancy mathematics on partial differential equations and what have you, and I wanted to do something useful with it. And so that got me interested in cancer modeling, because of course cancer is a big problem in society. It's also a very complex problem, and I thought that mathematics can actually help to understand cancer and make some progress maybe in treatment design. And so then I started to get interested and to do research in cancer. One specific aspect I'm looking at is brain tumors. And now the human brain is covered in the skull, so it is not easily accessible. Like other cancers, for example, breast cancer or prostate cancer, you can get access, you can probe it, you can observe it, whereas in the brain you cannot. And so what do? Well, you use imaging, for example, X-ray imaging or MRI imaging. And there have been very exciting developments recently. One is called diffusion tensor imaging, which gives you not only the size of the tumor, but also the connectedness of the brain, so how different parts of the brain communicate with other parts of the brain. And so our idea was to use this new information, the diffusion tensor imaging information, in a mathematical model to try to predict how the tumor would grow inside the brain domain. A very obvious contribution is data analysis, like I mentioned with the glioma. So we have these MRI data, and you need mathematics and statistics to analyze those, so that's an obvious one. But not so obvious, but I find even more important, is like a systematic understanding of processes. So coming back to brain tumors, there's a tumor, there's the skull, there's the immune system involved, there's nutrients, there might be medication, there might be radiation treatment. So the whole system gets so complicated that doctors or everybody needs help to understand what's going on. And I think mathematics is one way to actually get a structural, good understanding of effects. And then further to this, if you have a mathematical model, you can run what-if scenarios. So what if I do radiation treatment here and not there? What if I do radiation treatment there and not here? And what is the outcome for the patient? Yeah, in addition to the glioma, we also looked at prostate cancer. And in prostate cancer, you basically have two methods of radiation. You can do external beam radiation, where the entire prostate is radiated, or you can use brachytherapy, where you insert seeds, radioactive seeds, into the prostate. And then the question is, which is better for which patient, right? And so running mathematical models can help you make a decision which treatment might be better for the patient. So first of all, there's leading experts from around the world coming together. And for me, this time it was important. There were a few people I really wanted to meet, and for them to see what we have been doing recently, and also to be able to be criticized so that they can ask questions. On the one hand, learn from it. On the other hand, criticize me and then help me to become better. A very important aspect also for me is the next generation of scientists. I don't know if you have seen the audience of the conference yet, but there are many, many young people here. And I hope being here can inspire them and help them to grow in their career as well.